Oh, which one's it gonna be? Greetings, welcome back to another mysterious episode of the Vodkast. I'm your host, as always, Jason Oliveira. With us today, what's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? These are my next 3 review and demos, something that is gonna be slowly weeding its way out of the channel. I'm gonna do more of it, obviously the Oreos and stuff. However, before we go too far today, I just want to give my son Griffin a huge happy birthday. I love you more than the sun, the moon, the stars, the earth, and all of those combined times a bajillion. I don't think that's a real number, but you know what I mean. Anywho, yeah, if I'm long gone, if this is 30 years from now, well, maybe I'd still be around. Yeah, I hope I'm still around, but I mean, there's no guarantee. Average age is what, 74, 78, something like that. We talked about it on the episode of the End of the Road, the gathering of my friends, and we discussed it. So I've already decided in my mind, I know what we're going to do here. Now, this one I was on the fence about. This Butterbeer review, you may ask yourself, you can ask yourself, go ahead, ask yourself this, Jay, why aren't you excited about doing those? You know what I'd tell you? I don't like Harry Potter. I'm sorry. I might lose a lot of fans today. I hope I don't lose you as a subscriber, because we here at the Vodkast love you very much just the way you are, no matter what. Remember that, because I'm going to say some things later. They're going to be very divisive. Decisive, one of those words. Anywho, yeah, we're going to go with the cherry Dr. Pepper today. You know why? Because I didn't even know this was a thing. Or did I? I don't remember. Anywho, it doesn't really matter. But when I saw it, I was like, geez, I've never seen that before. And so I said, I'm going to do a review about it. Now, I'm super excited to try the Reese's, mainly because of that. Reese's right on the front. Now, if this peanut butter is not Reese's inside, oh, we're going to have some real problems. But these are some upcoming reviews and demos that eventually will make their way to the channel when I find the time and the need to do them. But today, one of my favorite artificial flavors of all times is cherry. Cherry so much. Cherry. I think it was the first flavor outside of, chocolate and vanilla when I was a kid that I really fell for. Like, I wasn't a huge strawberry fan. I liked mint chocolate chip. That was a good flavor when I discovered that back in 1802. It's a historical fact there. Apparently, you can just make up historical facts. You can just say whatever you want these days. And if enough people believe it, then it just becomes the truth. If you haven't watched, and I don't know if you're a fan of them, and trust me, I am, but however, I could understand if someone wasn't. I would watch just the wrestling segment on Jon Stewart, The Daily Show with Jon Stewart. It's kind of frightening, terrifying, and kind of where it's been in the back of my head for a while now, wondering where things are going. I'm just saying, be aware of your surroundings. Here we go. That was a huge letdown. You know what it is? I need to get more of a twist, I think, on these. Like, I need to get my arms, like, crazy and make sure I can do it in one to get that real psst, that carbonation release. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying. I want to try to smell this. I'm not a good soda smeller, though. I'll give you that. On a scale of 1 to 10, as far as soda smellers go, I'd give myself a 6. A little above average, but... They didn't try to hide the cherry in that. Wow. Dr. Pepper's always been an interesting flavor just due to the fact that it's made of 23 ingredients or 23 flavors combined or whatever, and they don't tell, and nobody knows who it is except for Dr. Pepper himself. So without further ado, let's try my most favorite artificial flavor combined with, when I was sick as a little kid, my favorite soda. Here we go. Okay, there's something really, really special happening here. I'm not going to keep you on hold just in case you got things to do. This is a 10. Oh, wait. I'm getting a little backlash in the end there. It was absolutely perfect for a second, but there's a after flavor thing that might be happening. One more sip. Give me a second. I really wanted to give it time. I didn't get it that time. It was just that first swallow for whatever reason. Had a aftertaste that was kind of strange, completely different than what I just tasted. Almost like you shouldn't be drinking this, it's poisoned type thing. But up to that point, it was an absolute 10. It's a masterpiece. Dr. Pepper mixed with cherry flavoring. This tastes like cherry flavoring right from the tap too. If you go to Five Guys, they got the thing and it shoots it in there, squirts it in. Or I think maybe Sheets, that might be another place that does it. It tastes like that syrup, and then, like I said, even with the smell, they did not hold back. It's still Dr. Pepper, but it's like 50-50. It's like a cherry Dr. Pepper, perfect mix. Dr. Pepper, I feel like we did a review recently. If we did, I'll put it in the cards up there. Was amazing too, the last one that I had. I'm really proud of this Dr. Pepper stuff. I've done a lot of soda reviews. If you ever want to check out all of my soda reviews, or I think it might be just all beverages, except for alcoholic beverages. Alcoholic beverages are on their own playlist. They're called Spiritually Challenged, if you ever want to check them out. There's a few weird playlists that I tried some stuff that didn't quite work, or just I got bored with doing. If you ever want to go through those playlists, there's some wacky stuff out there. I'm still looking for that footage with the Band-Aid and the dipping it in the milk. All right, let's do law of averages here. We'll do 3 sips. And if I don't get that backlash, why do I keep saying backlash? Like it's not attacking my mouth. It's the aftertaste, the lingering thing. I'm just going to try. That sweet poison sugar just coursing through my veins right now is an insane, like, it's almost like it's weird. It's got a strange sensation that's happening. Maybe it's because I don't drink a lot of soda. I usually just drink water and White Russians. It's almost magical quality about it. I can't tell you exactly, if there's a spell that's been cast on it. Maybe it's a potion that somebody slipped on the shelf. Because like I was saying, Dr. Pepper Cherry is nothing I've heard of before. Unless this is just a rebranding. If it's a rebranding and that's been a thing before, let me know in the comments below. But to the best of my knowledge, this wasn't even on my radar. Like the minute I saw the label, like it popped. It jumped out at me right away. Good job, marketing department. Yeah, no, that is a 10. If you're gonna drink soda, just go ahead and just get that. If you like Dr. Pepper and cherry flavored things. If you don't, go another route. Maybe I could suggest root beer, one of my other favorite sodas. Sure love root beer. I could tell you stories all day about root beer, but I'll tell you one right now. You probably already heard it before, but I used to go fishing with my uncle after my dad died. My dad died when I was 7, and my uncle kind of stepped up and would take me fishing and do things like that. So he would only last 3 more years after my dad, unfortunately. So we would go there, and then we would stop by one of the original, A&W root beer stands before they sold or franchised or whatever like that. And they did root beer. They made their root beer on hand here. I know I've talked about this recently on the channel, so if I'm being redundant, I certainly apologize. But it was just something real special about that root beer. Maybe it's just tied to memories and nostalgia. Maybe it wasn't as good as I'm remembering, but I really think it was. You know what other root beer I'd like to try, but I can't get my hands on because they don't make it anymore, is Hires root beer. It puts a smile on your face. You remember that? Probably not. If you were born, after 1982, you may not know what that is. Even then, that's a stretch. That's a real stretch. And I hope you loved this episode. I really hope you loved it as much as I love this Dr. Pepper. And if you are, would you please consider subscribing to the channel? It would be a huge, huge help for me. We are trying to reach 1,000 and 4,000 watch hours on the year, which we are definitely on track to do. It's going to be close, though. So if you can share this with somebody you know and love, or somebody who might like watching something weird like this, or I don't know. Whatever, just let them know about it, and maybe they'd be interested. Either way, don't forget to make somebody smile today and make yourself a better person tomorrow than you were today, tomorrow. Let's make the world spin a little bit happier and a little bit more cheerier together. Let's sing and dance in the sun and the rain as one, my brothers and sisters. Live life to the fullest and love every moment of it, because you just never know when that last moment's going to come for you. However, never live in fear of that moment. Always live in love. And always talk like Obi-Wan Kenobi. Ooh. Take care of yourselves. Take care of one another, and take care of those around you who cannot take care of themselves, for they are the ones that need it the most. And if no one has told you today that they love you, the Vodkast loves you very much just the way you are. All right, guys, do no harm. I'm Geycen Oliveira. This is the Vodkast, and I'll catch you guys a little bit further on down the road. Take care, my friends, and happy adventuring.
Don't go to sleep with a catch it in your pocket.